Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, August 12. Jamaicans will vote in general elections on Thursday, September 3. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement during Tuesday's sitting of the House of Representatives. Nomination day is slated for Tuesday, August 18. Parliament will be dissolved on Thursday, August 13. Mr. Holness said despite the growing number of COVID-19 cases, it was necessary to seek another mandate from the people.
We are having an election in a pandemic. I know that both parties' representatives have met, and I'm hoping that shortly the protocols which are developed by the Ministry of Health, finalized by both political parties. Once that is done, then I will place them in the Disaster Risk Management Act as orders, which means consequences will flow for breaches. It is very difficult. I have been on the road. I have seen it. I take this opportunity to appeal to supporters of both political parties that it is important that politics does not become a cause of the spread.
Government has revised some of its COVID-19 containment measures. During Tuesday's sitting of the lower house, local government minister Desmond McKenzie announced a 2-week closure of select rivers and beaches starting Friday, August 14. The closure affects 17 beaches and 19 rivers across 12 parishes. They include popular beaches such as Frenchman's Cove, Ocherius Bay Beach, and Norman Manley Beach, as well as frequently visited rivers such as Spanish Bridge River, Cane River, Salt River, and Reggae Falls. Minister McKenzie also announced that fewer persons would be allowed at small entertainment events. As of August 24, only 230 persons, 200 being patrons, with the remaining 30 persons being performers and staff, will be permitted to attend small events.
One of the agreements coming out of the meeting is that there should be a public service announcement every 15 minutes. The DJ will use his microphone to remind the audience about the protocols, wearing of the mask, observing, and reminding persons that at all times you must wear your mask.
The small outdoor events will be allowed to operate between Thursdays and Sundays from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Applications for permits must be made at least 15 days before the date of the event, and a copy of the permit must be displayed at the entrance of the venue at least 8 hours before the event.
I would encourage persons to ensure that they are in line with the new measures that we have put in, not to cripple the industry, but to put in some safeguards, some measures at this time.
Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark has announced a $1.6 billion back-to-school grant program for children from poor households. 203,000 early childhood, primary and secondary school students who are currently on PATH and the Poor Relief Program of the Ministry of Local Government are slated to benefit. $1 billion of the $1.6 billion grant will come from the back-to-school component of government's CARE program. Minister Clark says this will include a grant of $8,500 per student on those programs at the primary and secondary levels to help in purchasing school supplies for the new academic year. He also says government will provide a grant of $5,000 to each child at the early childhood level who is on PATH and the Poor Relief Program.
There was no provision for those before. Mr. Speaker, this means that the provision under the CARE program will serve to increase the program path amount for students at the primary and secondary levels.
Minister Clark made the announcement yesterday during a sitting of the House of Representatives. In the meantime, Education Minister Carl Samuda is reminding schools not to deny entry to students who are unable to pay fees. In Parliament Tuesday, Mr. Samuda said parent contribution charges should be reasonable and reflect consideration for the COVID-19 related challenges being faced.
Parents should not be forced to pay any contribution or made to feel as if they must pay the contribution as a requirement for registration, school access and attendance, or criteria for graduation. Examination slips, application of sixth form, and or access to any public service at a public educational institution. Items that attract a cost, such as IDs, insurance, PE, uniforms, and school ties, should not be included in the registration package. These should be itemized for purchase separately.
The Education Minister says where there is need for further clarity on the matter, school administrators and other stakeholders should not hesitate to contact their regional offices. And finally, traffic tickets will soon be issued electronically after the Ministry of National Security partnered with eGov Jamaica Limited to launch the handheld traffic ticketing solution. The pilot was launched with 100 smart Android devices and portable printers, which will allow officers to access drivers' vehicle information, ticketing history, and outstanding tickets and warrants. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says this will eliminate inefficiencies caused by the paper-based ticketing and data entry.
Here to assure the people of Jamaica that the handheld ticketing solution will significantly impact and improve public order and public safety. The object is, of course, to ensure that not only when the ticket is written, it goes where it should go. In other words, well, it eliminates a number of issues.
Minister Chang was speaking on Tuesday at the demonstration of the new handheld traffic ticketing device. He said a digital copy of the ticket will be emailed to the offender and Tax Administration Jamaica, and persons will have the option of paying for tickets online. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.